Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're jumping right into the tutorial. I'm starting by taking a little bit of yellow clay and rolling it into a ball for Flounder's body. And now I'm shaping that ball into a sort of half banana shape, which is what I feel like his body looks like, but you can search for a reference online. Now I'm grabbing some yellow clay for the cheeks. I'm rolling it into a little log and cutting it in half, and then flattening each side so that I can blend it onto the rest of the body. So you're going to want to take those two little cheeky pieces and position them on the body where you think they look nice and according to whatever reference you may be using, and then blend them on. I do the main blending with my dotting tool, and then for the smaller areas I use my needle. So for the nose, we're just going to take a small ball of yellow clay, and I'm just testing the size. Now before I attach the nose, I want to add the little bottom mouthpiece because he's got an open little smiley mouth. And I just put it right on the bottom in between where the two cheeks are blended. And now I'm putting on the nose, and I'm going to blend it on with my dotting tool. So now we're going to work on the blue stripes on his back. He's got 3. I'm just rolling it into a little snake, and I'm going to cut 3 lengths, 1 long, 1 medium, and 1 short, and then flatten them into sort of angled trapezoid-y shapes to mimic his stripes. And then I'm just blending them onto his back. Now we're going to start on his top fin, and I'm just going to take a little bit of blue clay and make it into a fin shape. And I'm going to cut off a little bit because he's got one little fin sticking out, and then cut up the rest because there are light blue stripes. For the light blue stripes, I'm taking some light blue clay, rolling that into a snake, and cutting pieces the length that I need, and then kind of sandwiching them in between the darker blue and smoothing that out. Following the reference, I'm layering them light blue, then dark blue, then light blue, then dark blue again. And then I kind of reshape the fin a little bit, test the size, and set it aside. Shape his little flyaway one, and I'm starting to work on the side fins now. So for the side fins, I rolled out another blue snake, but flattened it a little bit to get the middle part of the fin. And then for the sides, I'm rolling out some light blue clay, flattening that, and cutting off pieces to put on the edges. When I've pressed the edges on, I then repeat the same thing for the second fin, cutting some blue clay, putting that on the edges, and then I kind of fix the fin shape a little bit and test the size. For the tail fin, I'm doing the exact same thing, but it's a little more awkwardly shaped. Another way that I could have done this is just made a nice even rectangle, just like I did for the fins, and then cut in an indent, but instead I decided to layer it in this kind of shape that it was in. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit, because I reshape it. So just finishing shaping the tail fin, checking that for size and shape, and now we're going to do the facial features. I'm rolling out a tiny, tiny snake of black clay and cutting off 2 little balls for the eyes. And then what I'm doing here is rolling out an even tinier snake to prepare for the eyebrows that I will do in a bit. after I attach the eyes. And to do that, I'm making little indents where I want the pupils with my dotting tool, and then placing the little eyeballs in. And I kind of dropped one. For the eyebrows, I'm cutting the teeny snake I made into 2 even teenier, tinier snakes and positioning them above the eyes accordingly, using my dotting tool to help because they're so small. And now it's time to put on the fins. So I'm starting with the top fin and putting it kind of where the 3 stripes on his back are, and using my needle tool to blend. For his stray bit of fin, I used my dotting tool to poke a hole first, and also secured it with some TLS, which was not in the recording. And then I put on the tail fin in the same way as the top fin, and before I put on his side fins, I put little indents and filled those with TLS, just so they were secure. For the last step, I just blended everything in with my needle tool and made sure everything was secure. And there's Flounder. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!